Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Nikki D, and this is the Beauty Cypher. And if you are new here, hey girl, thank you for clicking on the video. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, girl, and click the like button and click the notification bell so you'll know when I post another video. So guys, this is part 3 in my faves of 2023. And today, this series is about powders. Now, I didn't break them out. Y'all, I don't know what happened. Some went down the wrong way. Excuse me. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I did not break them down into setting powders, finishing powders, or even powder foundations. It's just a conglomerate of all. I believe I have 8. It's a mixture of setting powders, finishing powders, and I believe 2 powder foundations, which I use as finishing powders. So, guys, we're going to get right into it. Now, some of these might not have come out in 2023, but they are new to me in 2023. Okay? All right. Let's get to it. So I want to start. These are my, again, favorite powders of 2023. They are in no particular order. It's just random as I have them on the table. So let's start with the first one. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre Loose Setting and Finishing Powder. This retails for $59. I actually have 2 of these. I know I've been using them. They dirty on my list today. First one is in the shade 5 Pope Line Mimosa. And this is a darker shade. They all have 4 shades in them. And this is the shade I use as a finishing powder. When I tell y'all, this powder is so finely milled. It is so finely milled. This is what it looks like. You can't see the camera makes it look lighter than it is. There is a scent, a floral scent, but it dissipates when you put it on. Y'all, I was so scared that this powder was too light, but honey, when I put this on, it melted like butter, and it wasn't too light. What happens is you take this top and you turn it over, you tap, 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 and then you turn it back. And usually there's more than that's on there. And then you mix all 4 of the colors together. And it's something about all 4 of those powders mixing together that does it. I believe there's one more shade darker than this, but it is mattifying. It's not overly mattifying. Again, it just makes your skin look so flawless. And this, this is the most expensive powder on my list. But when I tell y'all, I was so surprised with this powder. So fine. It's just flawless. I love this powder. This isn't new, but this was new to me this year. And I think a lot of people have started this viral thing with this powder. But if you're my complexion, 5 Pope Line Mimosa will be good for you as a finishing powder. Now, the second one I have, this is 3 Voila Rose, or Rose. This is the pink powder. It looks light, and the camera's making it look lighter than it is. I did a comparison of this and other pink powders. I'll link the video up there. Guys, I know this looks light, and it's look like, nah, this ain't for me. Baby, when I set my under eyes with this, again, because it's so finely milled, it just melts. When I tell you, it just melts like butter. I was so surprised because I thought it was going to be too light. I was going to have some flashback, but I did not. I did. Oh, see, I've been using it. This is what it looks like. It looks white in the, but it's not, y'all. I promise y'all, it's not. And you do the same thing. You tap, 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 and then you mix the four together. This does have a fragrance, but y'all, I can't. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Now, because it's lighter than most and some of the pink powders I have, if you're really deep, have a really deep complexion, I don't know if this will work as well on you. It might give you a little flashback, but if you're my complexion or maybe in a shade or two deeper, this as a setting powder under eye, flawless. Flawless. The next one I have, One Size Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder in the color Ultra Pink. And this retails for $34. They now have this in a mini. When this first came out this year, they didn't have it in a mini, but now it is in a mini. This powder almost stays sold out. I think it's sold out now. Y'all, this is probably, you can't see it. It's probably one of my favorite setting powders. Now, my complexion. I have dry skin, right? And we know that Patrick Star is one for the oily girls. So I was a little off. I was like, I don't know, because I don't like anything. My under eyes are already dry enough. So to have a setting powder that's dry, like, what is that going to be like? But when I tried this, and I wear this all the time, it does not dry out my skin under my eyes. And it is mattifying, but it is not super mattifying. Now, what I can say, this is one of the less or least finely milled powders that I have. But for it to be a pink powder, this is the most universal pink powder I've tried. I think every skin complexion, every skin color can wear this. It's so universal. It's so universal. I get no flashback, and I can wear it under my eyes. I've even like contoured with it. No flashback. No, this is like 1 and 2. If I had to pick out of all the powders, this is definitely in the top 2 or 3. This, y'all. And I'm never going to use this. I wish they had a mini. Use this up. Like, I would have bought the mini, but y'all, you cannot go wrong with this. I don't care what color you are. This powder right here, she'll get you right. She will get you right. The next one I have is the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. You see, I've been using it. This isn't a new powder, but I decided to try this year. This retails for $15 because I wanted to do a full face of Sephora products. I'm like, okay, I got it during the sale when it was 30% off. It's like a light banana color. You can't really see it. And believe it or not, it's more finely milled than the Patrick Star. Y'all, when I tried this, I was like, yo, where have you been? They only have one color. Where have you been all my life? And why did I just try you? It is mattifying, but this powder shocked the mess out of me. And for $15 and 30% off, girl, y'all sleep. If y'all have not tried this powder, honey, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is a great setting powder. It is mattifying. It set my face, no flashback, but it was not too drying. Like I was super duper surprised, pleasantly surprised. Let me know if you guys have picked this up and if you have tried this. Like, this is a great powder. I was so shocked. I never knew this was a little gem sitting at Sephora. But this powder, and I can say that the most of the Sephora products I've tried, they have not disappointed me. This is a great powder. Great. And I think, again, if I'm dry and it didn't cause any excessive creasing or drying under my eyes, anybody can wear it. Okay. The next one is the Milk. Okay, we're not going to do that one yet. we'll come back. We'll come back to that one. So let's go to the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This retails for $38. This is absolutely not new this year, but it's new to me. This is the cinnamon bun. Y'all, I don't know why I waited this long to try this. I've been saying I was going to get this particular color, for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't know why I didn't. I think I thought maybe it was too red and too dark, that it wouldn't go with my complexion as an all over setting powder, because I have a majority, almost all the colors in this. And I don't have this. I didn't have this. And I think there's one more color behind this. And I picked this up this year and I'm like, why did I wait so long to try this? If you're my skin complexion, this is a beautiful setting powder. Is it mattifying? Absolutely. But I love a nice, clean matte look all over my face. And the color is amazing. Yes, it has a fragrance. All her powders have a fragrance. And that's what it looks like. It has the mesh like all the powders. But this is a great, great, great powder. It's not too mattifying, right? It's not too mattifying. And as an all over face powder, I love it. I don't know why it took me so long to try this. The color. No, it looks right. It looks just about right. Y'all, let me know if y'all tried this. It's, again, if fragrances turn you off, this and the Givenchy won't be for you, because both of them have a fragrance. But again, it's not off-putting to me, and the fragrance dissipates. And I think the Givenchy has a stronger fragrance than this to me. This isn't as strong as a Givenchy, but it dissipates. But again, some people hate fragrance in any of their makeup. But y'all, have y'all tried this color yet? I have all her other powders and I love them. Well, I only set them under my eyes, but I love this as an all over face powder. Perfect. All right, girl, I went and picked up the Milk powder. So the next one is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Matte Translucent Talc Free Setting Powder. And I have this in the shade Translucent Medium. Now, right off the rip, this retails for $32. Off rip, this is the smallest setting powder that I have that is full price. That's my only gripe with this setting powder. For the amount of powder you get, $32. Come on, Milk Makeup. But other than that, this has been a standout powder for me this year. I wear this, I think, this and the One Size Pink powder, I'm neck and neck. I go between both of those and the Laura Mercier, of course. This is what it looks like. It's not white. It's more of a beigey color. I am always on the lookout for anything talc free that's not so drying under my eyes, since I am a dry girl. And I love the way this mattifies and blurs my under eye when I put it on. Do I have it on today? I think I have it on today. What is today? I do have it on today. Actually, it in talc free, it is mattifying. You see, I don't look excessively dry under my eyes. This eye's been running, but let's look at this one. Right? This is beautiful. I was so surprised. I did buy the darker one to set all over my face because I like this one so much. My only issue with the darker color, the deep, is that it's more of a red tone, so it kept oxidizing and my makeup red, and I didn't like that. If it was more of a neutral tone, I would have kept it, but hopefully Milk Makeup will come out with some more colors that are more neutral and deep, and I would definitely purchase it, even though they need to put some more powder in this thing here, okay? Because this is crazy. But if you're a dry girl and you're looking for something that's not so drying, but still mattifying and blurring, this is a great powder. I promise. There's no smell. There's no flashback. I have it on right now. There's no flashback. Okay? Milk Makeup. So my next one is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Pink Tone Up for Brightening. This retails for $43. So I can't remember if this is new this year, but I did a review on this with my pink setting powders. This is more of it has a little more peachy, more peach than, you can't see it, than pink. Why am I dropping everything? And at first, the first time I tried, I'm like, I don't know. It's too light, but I think I put too much. So the lesson learned was you don't need a whole lot. I think if you put because it's so peachy and light, if you put too much of this, you might get some flashback and it might leave a little cast. And I didn't like that. But this surprised me. And it's always sold out on Sephora's website. I had to end up getting this from the Laura Mercier website, and they don't sell it at Ulta. And it's still sold out on Sephora's website. But this is finely milled. There's no scent. And let's see. It melts like butter. This is what it looks like. I know you're like, oh no, you get a cast. If you put too much, you will. But no, I know I know it don't look, but it's supposed to be brightening. You see how it just brightened up my hand? And as the light goes on, it goes with the light. You see how? I wouldn't suggest that for my deeper girls. I don't think that will work. Well, it has some peach undertones in it. Yeah, I would be careful with that. It does have a little blurring, but yeah, I think it would be too of much of a cast if you're too very deep. But for my complexion and two up to 2 shades darker, I think it will work for you. But then I also You know, I'm thinking like because it's peach. Well, no, I guess it depends. It depends because my NW43 has a peach undertone, and that's fine. Okay, problem solved. Okay, these next two are powder foundations. So the first one is the Juvia's Place. Did I tell you what this retails for? The pink tone up retails for $43. So the next one I have is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Powder Foundation. And I have the color Cameroon. Now, this is very mattifying. This is what it looks like. I use this. It looks light, y'all. I know it does. But once it blends out into the skin, you can't tell. I like this as a powder foundation, and I like this as a setting powder. It is very mattifying. If you are a dry girl, you will if you want to use this as a foundation, you will definitely have to skin prep because she's very mattifying. Lasts a long time, but extremely mattifying. If you're too dry and you haven't skin prep, this is going to cling to the dry spots and it's just going to look patchy and you're not going to like it. But if you skin prep, you'll be fine. Oily girls, you will love this. And it has some color to it. I use this as a setting powder. If I use it as a setting powder, I use it with a very light hand. And I will use this as a setting powder when I'm wearing more glowy products and my face is glowing and I want to tone down the glow a little bit. Perfect, perfect, perfect setting powder. Perfect. Perfect foundation. I love this as a foundation again and setting powder. And it's only $18. That's full price, $18. Can't beat it. Again, I'm in the shade Cameroon. Again, oily girls, you will love it if you're really, really oily because it's super matte. Dry girls, skin prep. But if you want a matte setting powder, the last powder I have is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Matte Foundation. This is another powder foundation. This is not nearly as matte as the Juvia's Place. I got two colors, but the one I use the most, I have 35Y and 38P. This is what it looks like, 38P. Let me just find, what do I have? I'll put it over here. I like this both as a setting powder and a finishing powder. If I'm wearing a powder foundation, or my foundation seems to be a little like too light, maybe I've darkened up a little bit and the foundation may be too light. Like, I love putting this on as a balancing to make it a little darker, make my skin look a little richer. I love it for that. I love it by itself. This is pigmented, so even another note as a setting powder with a light hand, because it can change the color of your foundation and your bronzer and blush. But as a setting powder, if you're an oily girl, you will absolutely love it as a foundation and a setting powder. Again, I have two colors, so I go between both of them. How much this retails for $20. So guys, that's all the powders I have. See, that was quick and easy. Let me know, guys. Let me know what powders you've tried this year that you absolutely love? What do you think about my list? What powders that you absolutely hate? Let me know. If you stayed around this long, thank you. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and click the notification bell so you will know when I post another video. And guys, that is all I have for you today. And I will see you in my next video.